Corin Grimward. In the high plateau of the harvest lands, where the fields ripple like golden seas, under the watchful eye of the night sky, Corin Grimward walks the line between farmer and vale walker. By day he tends his father's millet, his hands familiar with the earth's quiet rhythm. By night, when the first stars pierce the dusk, he feels the thin veil that separates the world of men from the realm of the unseen, a place his ancestors whispered about in hushed tones. One evening, the sky erupted in a sudden storm of falling stars, each bright shard striking the fields and shattering the quiet harvest. The village elders spoke of a disruption that had torn the veil, and a shadowy figure slipped among the wreckage, gathering the fallen stars like a thief gathering fireflies. Corin, drawn by the pulse of the broken veil, found himself pulled from his simple chores into a conflict that threatened the very rhythm of his people's lives. Corin chased the glowing fragments across the barley rows, but the path was strewn with restless spirits that guarded the broken veil. He stumbled over tangled roots that seemed to move of their own will, and each step tested his resolve. The first obstacle came when the spirits demanded a tribute of memory, forcing him to recall the story of his father's first harvest and to offer it willingly, a sacrifice that shook his confidence but proved his courage. When Corin reached the heart of the shattered sky, he uncovered an ancient carving hidden beneath a stone altar. The carving told of a covenant where the stars were seeds of renewal, promised to the people in exchange for their reverence. The revelation struck him. The shadowy figure was not a thief, but the skykeeper, angry that the people had forgotten the pact, and the stolen stars were a warning of famine to come. Armed with this knowledge, Corin faced a rising tide of danger. The skykeeper summoned storms of night wind, and the villagers, frightened by the dark clouds, urged him to abandon the quest and return to the fields. Yet the choice was clear. To let the stars remain lost would doom the harvest, but to risk the village's safety for the stars meant confronting the keeper on his own terms. Corin chose the harder road, stepping deeper into the veil where the air crackled with ancient power. In the hollow where the veil thinned, Corin confronted the skykeeper, a towering silhouette woven from night and light. The keeper spoke of broken promises, but Corin answered with the song of his ancestors, a chant that stitched the veil back together one thread at a time. As the chant rose, the stolen stars burst free, scattering across the sky and illuminating the keeper's form until the darkness dissolved, leaving the keeper humbled and the veil healed. When the first light of dawn brushed the fields, the stars returned to their places, twinkling like distant fireflies over the millet. The village gathered, and Corin stood among them, feeling the weight of both his harvest and his journey. He reflected on the path he had walked, a path that taught him that the true harvest is not only of grain, but of memory and promise. With the veil mended, the people of the plateau looked to the night sky with renewed reverence, and Corin, the veil walker, returned to his fields, his steps lighter and his heart fuller.